At the beginning of the story, we are shown a ship on which some people were moving forward for their journey. On that ship, there was a little girl named Amy who was standing sadly. Meanwhile, her grandfather Gong comes and gives her a small radio as a surprise gift. She becomes a little happy after receiving it, and at the same time, everyone there happily starts watching fish that were swimming quickly away from there. They were all actually running away from a very big monster, and during this time, the monster starts moving toward them, and a red signal begins to appear on the ship. Seeing this, the captain inside the ship becomes a little nervous. Everyone was standing happily when suddenly the monster crashes into their ship. The ship flips to one side, and everyone starts drowning in the water. After this, the scene cuts and we are shown Gong lying unconscious on the seashore. A man comes and picks him up. As soon as he gets up, Gong sees that everyone there, they are lying unconscious. But he does not see his daughter there. Seeing this, he starts shouting loudly, and during this time from his radio he hears his daughter's voice. Then suddenly the voice stops. Here Gong realizes that he is not alone in this place. Rather, there are many more people on the other shore. Seeing this, they all signal to him. Meanwhile, Gong sees his daughter at that place. Seeing her, he goes to bring her back. But just then, his friend tells him that something is moving there. Seeing this, everyone's eyes remain wide open in shock, because a very large monster snake was moving toward them. Then the monster starts throwing people into the air with its tail and swallows many people. Seeing this, Gong immediately moves forward to save his daughter. But at that moment, his friend comes and grabs him from behind, and when he turns around, he sees that the monster snake has swallowed his daughter, and the monster snake goes straight into the jungle. Seeing this, Gong starts screaming because the monster snake ate his daughter right in front of him, and he could not do anything. Just then, he again hears some sound from the radio. Now he becomes certain that his daughter is still alive. He moves forward to go into the jungle, but some people there stop him from going inside. Meanwhile, one man gets ready to go into the jungle with him. A few more people also agree to go into the jungle with them, and from there 6 people head straight into the jungle. People behind them keep shouting for them to come back, saying that if they go inside, they will be killed, but they do not listen to anyone. Seeing this, a man calls the rescue team. However, due to a lack of network on their walkie-talkie, the rescue call is not going through. Suddenly, everyone becomes frightened because one of their companions had already disappeared from there. And just then, something strange drags a man from there into the jungle. Everyone runs away from there, but one man is still standing when the monster grabs him with its tongue and pulls him into the jungle. On the other side, the rest of the companions are running through the middle of the jungle to search for their missing friends. Meanwhile, the monster snake returns to its nest and spits all the people out of its stomach and throws them outside, then leaves again to hunt. Behind them, the ship's captain regains consciousness. The captain starts looking for a way to get out, but it was impossible to escape because there was no path leading outside, and the snake's nest was also in the middle of the jungle. The captain brings everyone back to consciousness one by one. Just then, the captain sees Gong's daughter, who is still alive, and fortunately she regains consciousness. But unfortunately, there were many large eggs of that monster snake lying there. The captain sees those eggs and is about to place his hand on them when Gong's daughter stops him, because those eggs could hatch at any time and baby snakes could come out of them. Hearing this, everyone there becomes very frightened because the time for those eggs to hatch was almost up, and the snakes could emerge at any moment. Just then, an old man picks up a stone and breaks one of the eggs. He thinks that if the eggs are broken beforehand, the snakes inside will die. But as soon as he breaks the eggs, a baby snake starts coming out of it. Seeing this, everyone feels the ground slip beneath their feet. They are terrified, because their lives were now in danger. Seeing this, he immediately hides behind a large rock. Meanwhile, the snake emerges from its egg and moves toward them. It was just about to eat them when it spots a woman lying paralyzed on the ground, screaming for help. The snake goes directly towards her and eats her right then and there. On the other hand, the group was still stuck in the jungle. They hadn't found the monster snake or the missing people yet. They all sat down to rest for a while, where a character cuts a tree and a strange black-colored liquid begins to leak from it. During this time, a man lights a matchstick, which accidentally falls onto the black liquid, causing a sudden fire to erupt. Adeni immediately puts out the fire with an extinguisher, but the resulting smoke makes Gong feel dizzy and gives him a headache. While his companions laugh at him, Gong suddenly sees the monster snake. His daughter appears before him and asks, "Father, why didn't you save me from the monster snake?" Just then, the snake grabs her and is about to eat her when Erdeni splashes water on Gong, waking him up. It was all a nightmare. In reality, the black liquid oozing from the trees releases a deadly gas that overpowers everyone present. As the two look back, they see that the tree branches have completely ensnared the rest of the people. These were no ordinary trees. but dangerous creatures that kill people by gripping them in their branches. Gong somehow managed to bring everyone back to their senses, and they flee, but the trees capture and kill one of their friends behind them. Driven by fear, they run away. Meanwhile, at the monster snake's nest, the ship's captain and an old man are fighting because the old man blames the captain for their situation. He claims that if the captain had steered the ship to shore instead of leaving it in the water, they wouldn't be in this mess. Just then, a girl named... She stops the two of them from fighting and says that if they keep fighting among themselves, the monster snake will make them its prey and eat them alive. So they need to make a plan to get out of there. On the other side, Gong was also trying to talk to his daughter on the radio, but in that deadly jungle there was no signal at all. After this, one of their companions is seen going to a river to fill water. While filling the water, he hears a strange sound, and slowly a mysterious fog starts spreading in the jungle. Just then, a deadly monster fish attacks him. Seeing this, the ground slips from under his feet and the fish attacks him again. Its teeth were very big and dangerous. Seeing this, he immediately throws it into the river, and suddenly, from the fog, a large group of monster fish starts moving toward him. These fish could not only swim, but also fly. Seeing this, he runs away from there. So all of them start running, because the number of those monster fish keeps increasing. Somehow they hide behind some trees. Then Indini realized that all these fish were coming along with the fog, so she quickly runs to a place where there is no fog. Because of this, their lives are saved, and all the dangerous fish fall down onto the ground. While they are sitting there, Indini notices footprints of a very large animal on the ground. When she looks up, she sees a strange creature stuck to a tree. Everyone is shocked on seeing it, and a man is about to throw a stone at it when an old man stops him. Just then, a strange creature pulls it away from there. All the companions keep watching because suddenly a very large creature falls down from the sky. From here we find out that it is a monster frog that had already eaten many people with its tongue. Seeing this, everyone is terrified because the frog was extremely large and impossible to kill. So all of them immediately start running from there. But the monster frog grabbed a man with its tongue. The old man was about to be pulled into its stomach when he tightly grabs hold of a tree. His hand starts slipping from the tree, so everyone comes and holds him. During this, one of their friends angrily stabs the monster frog's tongue with a knife. However, liquid comes out of its tongue and splashes onto his face, causing his face to start burning. Meanwhile, Indini runs toward them and throws a sharp weapon at the monster frog, which hits its eye and bursts it. The frog releases the old man. Taking advantage of this, everyone runs away, but the monster frog is still behind them. Showing its strength, it jumps over all the trees and moves toward them. Just then, a very large monster snake swallows it whole. Seeing this, everyone is stunned because the monster snake tears the frog apart and eats it on the spot. Unfortunately, the monster snake's attention then turns toward all of them. The monster snake starts chasing them. However, the old man and the boy whom the frog had attacked are injured, so they are running slowly. Suddenly, both of them fall down. The monster snake is about to eat them when it gets stuck between many trees. Meanwhile, their friend throws a coconut at the snake to distract it, giving the two of them a chance to escape. But the snake angrily starts chasing them again. Somehow, they manage to hide behind a tree, and once again they are saved from the snake. On the other side, the four companions also hide behind trees. During this, the snake follows them and reaches there, spotting one of the companions. That person folds his hands in front of the snake and begs for forgiveness, saying, "Please don't eat me." But before the monster snake can understand anything, it kills him right there, and then once again turns its attention toward the others. The group narrowly escapes a confrontation when a monster snake begins chasing them once again. To save themselves, they run and hide in a small river where the snake is unable to see them clearly. Eventually, the snake leaves, and they are safe for the moment. Meanwhile, an old man trapped inside the monster snake's nest tries to escape, but his efforts fail. Suddenly, the ground begins to shake. Seeing this, the others pretend to be dead and hide so the monster snake won't harm them. The snake then spits out two men it had previously swallowed into its nest. When the monster snake discovers its baby is dead, it is consumed by rage and begins hunting the group again. As the survivors try to flee, other eggs in the nest begin to crack, and baby snakes start emerging. Everyone runs away, but Gong's daughter is unable to escape and finds herself face to face with a baby snake. Remembering something she read in a book on a ship, that a newborn snake will imprint on the first thing it sees as its mother, she gently places her hand on its head. The baby snake accepts her as its mother and does not harm her. Amidst the chaos, a man manages to overpower and kill one of the snakes. The old man also finds a way to escape, though he leaves his companions behind. As the group searches the jungle for those who are lost, they stumble upon a strange house. Upon entering, they find chemical bottles and realize the building was once an experimental laboratory. They see photos of various animals that were experimented on, explaining why the creatures in the area have turned into giant monsters. They find an old radio and attempt to contact a rescue team, but the device is too ancient to work properly. Suddenly, they hear someone approaching and hide, only to find it is the man who escaped from the snake's nest. Gong immediately confronts him, desperately asking for the whereabouts of his daughter.